Should owe the
See, we still don't. I don't know the words.
I don't either.
I don't think anybody knows the words to that.
That's why we choose it, because you can just drunkenly sing along to as much as it was.
And I don't know if it was intended or not, but yeah, it's a very slurry song.
It really is. Even Old Lang Syne just sounds like you're drunk. Even if you're singing it right, you sound drunk.
That's good. I don't think Old Lang Syne means anything.
I don't think it does either. I think it's just...
It's like Louie Louie. Nobody... we gotta go.
I don't think the FBI investigated Old Lang Syne, but they should. It is Mike and Molson, the Too Good for Radio podcast. This will be our last podcast of 2023. So that's why we're talking about Old Lang Syne. We'll be talking about some year-end lists. But before we get to all of that, we just had the celebration of Christmas. And so the wife and I went up to the Quad Cities to visit the father-in-law. We went out to dinner. This was the Saturday before Christmas. All right, so it'd be December 23rd. And I understand people like to have a good meal and enjoy some beverages. So we had our meal at the table, then went to sit at the bar because my father-in-law frequents this establishment. He knows the bartender there.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, we're going to have an after-dinner cocktail. Now, there were a couple that had been sitting at the bar when we first entered into the restaurant that already looked like they had been there for a while since opening. And they were still at the bar when we wrapped up our meal and went over to the bar. And at one point, the woman involved in this couple, they were old enough to know better. Okay. I will say this. Asked our bartender, "Hey, Jamie, what's the safe word?" And the bartender goes, "What?" They're like, I mean, code word, because she was, being cut off, I guess. And
okay.
And so our bartender goes, "There's a vast difference between safe word and code word, ma'am." So that's where they were at. So she starts serving this woman water. Obviously, she needs it. The gentleman, however, in question is still enjoying a nice glass of whatever kind of wine. As the night progresses, now to turn to my father-in-law and my wife, I turn away from them, right? So I don't see them. But all of a sudden, I just hear...
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're not eating corn on the cob.
No. They are making out of the bar. And I am a good at least 10 to 15 feet away.
Plus just the general bar noises.
Yeah, granted, there were less people at the bar at that point. But yes, you hear...
Oh, no. Oh, God.
What? Is that not the grossest? Like, you should know better. No one should ever, in the history of ever, once you get outside of high school, maybe, hear you make out in public.
And, I'm not so... Yeah, I'm not such a schoolboy where it's like no public display of affection.
No.
Fine, especially when people have been, had a few and they might make out at the bar. But you're right, sometimes it just gets to, it's like, okay, that's a little more than making out, whatever you're doing there. That's
Yeah, when I can hear it is when you need to tone it down a little bit. Because like I said, I don't want to be a prude. If you want to make out, that's fine. That's your own thing. But I shouldn't hear it that far away from you.
Shouldn't sound like a mop and a bucket of water.
That is because there is drunken makeout because you can hear that's sloppy drunken makeout. And here's the thing, right? They've probably been together for a while, I would assume, knowing their age, and they're enjoying themselves. Maybe the kids are gone or whatever it may be. But there is no way in hell, if you are a married man, that he got home and things happened the way he wanted them to happen.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
If you have loud makeup at the bar, you are not having anything at home.
Yeah.
Because there is a small window that you have to get said individual back to the premises of where that should take place. And if you hit one stoplight, it's done.
And she ain't done drinking.
No.
So yeah, that's the one who falls on the couch still with her high heels on.
Yes.
And you cover her in her jacket.
Yes.
To sleep.
That's exactly what's transpiring.
And then you go to bed. And
because when you get home, I just want a nightcap, just one more, babe, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So That's what I had to encounter. That was that was an interesting kickoff to Christmas right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and it's again, it's the makeout gets a little too intense, and then you start noticing hands.
Yes.
And they start. I mean, it's like they're groping each other, and nobody really knows where to grope. And you go,
not in public.
Man, are you all right? Are you wrestling? What's happening here?
Yes, ma'am. Blink twice if he is putting you in the sleeper hold.
Need to pull you out of here.
Yeah. Speaking of pulling things out,
Look,
this particular gentleman, and you've said it over this year.
How much more right am I becoming as
more
the year goes
and
on?
more,
Yeah.
more and more. Your prediction that within 5 years we'll all have appeared in an adult film, at least on the internet or in some capacity.
Before we go into the next decade,
Yes.
I declare before we go into this decade, everyone will be in a porn movie.
You're not wrong with this story.
Because everybody is getting on OnlyFans or they're making a. I mean, it is crazy.
Pornhub, whatever it may be.
How
Yeah.
easy it is
to
now be to make your own porn movie.
And no one needs to watch you. You don't even need to watch yourself. But this guy.
And so this guy and his wife. This guy is a chancellor at University of Wisconsin
La Crosse.
up in La Crosse.
Yeah.
And he was fired because board members were uncomfortable with he and his wife producing and appearing in pornographic videos. And so they had a vote, and unanimously the whole board said, no, we're not doing this.
Which brings up an interesting thing of he didn't do it in any of the classrooms or in his office. It was something he did on his own dime.
Exactly.
They were using a pseudonym. So is it grounds to be fired? That I don't know. That that's up to your interpretation. But at the same token, it's like, just what are you doing?
I mean, look, there are certain jobs where you're always on the job. It's just you're so attached. And I think a school is one of them. As unfortunate as I get the arguments against it, but it's just like, man, it's far too distracting.
Because if someone knows it came, pardon the pun, it came out. Now you can't shake hands with him at any function, right? Because you know where that hand's been.
You've seen his wang.
Yeah, you've seen his wang, and you know where that wang has been, where that hand has been. Because I think he's like 60 years old or something, which, by the way, Nugenics works. She'll like it, too,
he obviously was down in some Nugenics.
Exactly.
He's a good-looking guy. He's in good shape.
Obviously, the Big Hurt looked at his lady, and he's like, you know what? I need more bottles of that so I can keep up.
After the vote, board members said they had subjected the university to significant reputational harm, and his actions were abhorrent, and they're disgusted.
Your University of Wisconsin La Crosse.
Yeah.
First of all, you're part of the drunkest state in the union. All people do is drink in Wisconsin because there's nothing else to do up there.
But he's going to the mat. He says, my wife and I live in a country where we have a First Amendment. We're dealing with consensual adult sexuality. The regents are overacting. They're not adhering to their own commitment to free speech or First Amendment. I see. He said, I got an email last night saying I was terminated. I wish I had the opportunity to have a hearing when reasonable people understand. Your Honor, I would like to draw the attention to the jury to this video that is 11 minutes and 48 seconds long. Now, we're going to sit here and watch this.
That shouldn't be any more than 3 minutes and 30 seconds so we all get bored.
All right. As you can see here, I'm playing the role of a pizza delivery man. At no point do I say the University of Wisconsin.
Or La Crosse. I'm not wearing any paraphernalia whatsoever.
The same guy took criticism in 2018 for inviting porn actor Nina Hartley to give a speech at the university.
Well, obviously she's been in porn a very long time, but she's also an advocate for sexual health.
Okay.
Under the guise, you can say, but you're not inviting her if she wasn't in porn.
He gave her $5,000 out of student fees to appear. He was reprimanded, and they refused to give him a raise the year after that. He again said he was exercising the system's free speech policies. He and his wife star in a YouTube channel called Sexy Healthy Cooking, in which the couple cooks meals with porn actors.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with Doug Flutie.
They've also written 2 books, Monogamy with Benefits, How Porn Enriches Our Relationship, and Married with Benefits, Our Real-Life Adult Industry Adventures. Under pseudonyms, so again, his name's not attached to it.
Wait, what was the title of that second one? Because it makes it sound...
Our Real-Life Adult Industry Adventures.
Yeah, it makes it sound much more glamorous than it is.
Yeah.
That's not a glamorous thing.
So yeah, I mean, here's the guy who's just like, man, hey, it's a free country. I can just swing it around anywhere I want, and you can't fire me. And you can fire him.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some things that you can't do, even though it feels like you should be able to get away with it. Kind of like when it comes to vanity plates. And every year we get the list from the esteemed Secretary of State, Alexi Janulius, of some of the highlights of some of the vanity plates. People tried to get through the system, but were unable to for various different reasons.
And it's really easy to get a vanity plate in Illinois. It's not the case in every state.
Oh, okay.
But I know, if you go from state to state and you come to Illinois, people who have visited here have said, what's with all the vanity plates? It's just really easy to get.
It is, yeah.
In fact, some 811,000 vehicles are registered with vanity or personalized plates.
That's a lot of extra money you're paying for your registration, too, just to have your plates.
Yeah, it's $94 for a vanity plate or $47 for a personalized plate. The difference being vanity plate is just a word. Personalized plate is a combination of letters and numbers.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So anyway,
banned?
As you can imagine, people always try to slip something in there to make us all giggle. And the Secretary of State has had to deny 304 plates, either because they were inflammatory or offensive in nature or difficult to read.
Okay. Yeah, some of them you can't figure out the difference or the space between when it comes to a license plate. Like, I don't know what, like XXXXXXXX, you can't have that one because, yeah.
The rejected plate requests this year include eat butt.
That's funny. What's wrong with eat butt as your license plate?
I don't know. I mean, I tell you, I mean, it is at his discretion to either accept or deny.
It's dirty. I mean, let's face facts. I mean, you're going to get people to snicker and everything else with eat butt.
There are plenty of just completely obscene bumper stickers out there.
Yeah, no, that's true. So eat butt is denied.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, I took that picture at the intersection here in Springfield of the guy with the thing saying, I eat ass on the back of his window, send nudes.
You can do that.
You can do that. You can't do it through the government. Gotcha. Okay. So eat butt out.
You can't say eat butt. You can't say boner.
Oh.
What if it was boner from
growing pains?
Growing pains, and he wants to, show off that he's boner.
He's dead. Well, Boner's dead, by the way.
Boner's
he died
dead.
that camping. But what if you're a big fan of Boner?
Right.
And you're like.
What if you want Boner fan?
Boner fan number 1. Please, someone try that next year.
You cannot have MILFs on your license plate.
Understood. That's the industry we're just talking about has kind of taken that.
What if you are one?
That's true, and you want to advertise it.
Whoop ass is out.
Oh, come on.
As is DZ nuts. D's nuts.
Is that still a joke? That seems like passé.
It's a joke for people who have personalized license plates. I think that's the thing about personalized license plates and bumper stickers is they're funny once and then you have it forever.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I think D's nuts should be allowed.
Yeah.
Because it's a joke that no one really cares about anymore.
I guess.
And now you're stuck with D's nuts as your license plate.
You also can't say poopsie.
Oh, poopsie. What about oopsie? Can I put oopsie in front of poopsie?
You can probably, oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, okay.
Or Iowa sucks, SUX. They just thought was a little too inflammatory for
towards
our
Iowa.
neighbors.
Yeah, I guess there is the Quad Cities there where I lived for years, so you're very close.
Secretary of State Janulius says, I appreciate the creativity and pride Illinoisans take in choosing their own customized plates, but we must meet the standards of good taste and decency. We keep an eye out for anything tawdry, rude, or offensive.
Shut up. Shut up. No one uses tawdry anymore.
What a dork.
What a dork. What a dingus. Well, can't have those tawdry license plates here in the U.S.
Can I have Alexi sucks?
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Alexi's nuts?
Yeah. Either or. Yeah. So we can't have those type of license plates here in the U.S., but over in Japan, they can have a sex hotel that's Christmas themed. The Hotel Plan Chapel Christmas Hotel in Narita is what's known in the island nation as a love hotel.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The hotels can be rented by the night, but also by the hour to provide a place and a bed where couples can meet up for the sex. Now it's not always as debauched as we may think, as often the hotels are used by couples who simply don't have the time or space for lovemaking at home due to busy lives or living with wider family. Because you have more generations, so it's hard to get away. So that's why you have the love hotel.
Yeah. And that you
This
definitely have Doug Flutie working at the front desk, kind of winking at you because he knows what's going on.
The Big Hurt goes, yeah, and she'll like it too.
You're gonna have sex.
Yeah, you're going to do it. The hotel itself is lit up with red Christmas lights and statues of Father Christmas, and the entryway boasts bright lights and LED Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah, I'm horny already.
Yeah, year-round. The lobby is full of evergreen trees covered in baubles, ceiling lights, and yet more Santa statues and reliefs of Old St. Nick sneaking around with his sack. Inside the rooms, the decor is majorly bright and bold with red and green bedding, leather sofas, and red walls. Garlands adorn the ceilings to add that winter festive feel, and pop art is painted on the walls wishing guests a Merry Christmas.
Man, what do they do between guests to sanitize that room?
I have no idea.
What kind of hard... this is, yeah.
Other rooms are given more a wintry feel with blue walls and bedding and decals of Christmas trees and reindeer on the... Who gets that jazzed for Christmas? They're like, oh, God, this is getting me so ready to go. This is really
it's
revving my
distracting.
engine. Yeah. Inside the hotel, there's even a bakery selling festive cakes for guests who work up a hunger and need... Who works at the bakery of the sex hotel?
Just walk down there in a towel. Say, wow, that was a workout. I need a slice of cake.
You got one of those orphan logs over there from Swiss Colony that I can have afterwards? You can buy lotions and soaps in the lobby as well as baby oils. Reviews on the website Gata make it clear the hotel is a love hotel, though it seems that every guest was aware of it when booking. How do you not know? You walk in that hotel, you're like, oh, it's a Christmas. You just do, you're not a local in Japan. You're like, well, we're going to stay at this Christmas-themed hotel. And you walk in and you got all that being sold.
Have you stayed at a hotel in Vegas where they have adult toys in the room? You know, there's that little cart of granola and M&Ms and maybe a bottle of water that you can buy, and then there's just a vibrator.
Yeah, and you're like, what?
So
How much does that cost from the...
What's it?
I know it's a wet bar, but come on. One review of this hotel stated, very decent location, love hotel. Comfortable bed. It didn't really feel like a love hotel, just Santa's outside. And ready to rent vibrator. To rent?
Ready to rent?
What are they doing after that? No, that's once you use it, that is yours. You're not renting that.
Yeah. Wow, what kind of a deposit do you have to put down in case it comes back damaged?
Oh, well, we'll talk about the damage it can inflict, not only you, but...
But this hotel is just for... It's not a swingers hotel.
No, it's for couples.
You just go, you have sex.
Yeah, and you call it a day, but it's all Christmas-themed. Another person wrote...
How soundproof are the walls?
God, I don't know. Because
nothing throws you off your sex than hearing other sex.
Well, I assume that the rooms are big enough that they're not that close with a shared wall. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I don't know the layout. On the app, it doesn't mention that it's the Love Hotel unless you read the small print. Looking at it online, it is clear. However, we still love the room. Amazing bathroom. Other than questionable noises late at night was a good stay.
That's what I mean. Because I remember living in an apartment once, and the people upstairs... started going about the same time that I start going.
Oh, no.
The whole thing is just...
Then it becomes a competition.
It becomes a competition.
Who's louder, who's lasting longer.
Who keeps going, yeah.
Right, exactly.
And it's like, I can't keep up with this.
No. Over on Trivago, by the way, the hotel is listed as having Wi-Fi and parking, as well as being a 5-minute drive from a number of train stations and airport. Each room has a king-size bed, a TV with BBC, air conditioning, tea sets, and a fridge. Each room also has a bathtub and a shower because you're going to need it because nothing but the Christmas sex going on there.
Wow.
Do they sell mistletoe underwear as well in this particular one? And finally, on the Too Good for Radio pod, our favorite time of year, the year-end list of things shoved in orifices from ERs around the U.S.
Yeah, and it's not just the... now, I tell you what, I have not... What we did last year, we'll reverse roles, because I haven't looked at the list.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
And as you recall, last year, I gave you the object, and you had to guess where it went.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
it's a very extensive list.
It is. So it's not just the usual place where you think something will end up.
Okay. Because some of these, though, may end up in more than one.
Okay.
All right. But we'll begin with a rolled-up Band-Aid.
A rolled-up Band-Aid ended up in somebody's nose.
No.
No?
No. Take nose. We're just going penis, vagina, and rectum here.
Oh,
with
we're
these
not doing
ones.
the ear and nose one?
No, I've already touched the ear to nose one on the actual radio.
Okay.
So we're just going with the saucy
Okay,
stuff.
well, then it's in the butt.
No, the rolled up Band-Aid was in the penis.
In the penis?
Yeah, rolled up Band-Aid in the tip of the old peenie going on there.
Well, that's not an accident.
No, that's
That's
on purpose.
intentional.
That's on purpose. All right, next up on the list, we'll go with a shot glass. Where was the shot glass shoved?
That would be
and stuck.
I bet that's in a lady part.
No, that would be in the rectum, damn near
butt?
in a butt. Shot glass in a butt. Gross.
What are they doing?
I don't know. How about a bracelet? Where was the bracelet stuck?
Oh.
This could be any.
Yeah, it could be. It could
depending
be.
how weird you are.
I'm thinking it's a penile accident
No, that would
Wow.
be stuck in the vagina.
in the vagina.
Yes. Up next, we have the tip of a condiment bottle. Oddly specific.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds like a penis.
That was correct. Ding, ding, ding. That is the penis. Nothing like some hot mustard right
Finally
there.
got one right. Ooh.
Yeah. Here's one. Unknown amount of magnetic balls.
Oh, boy, that sounds like a butt entry.
That was a butt entry indeed.
Magnetic balls.
Unknown amount of magnetic balls.
So that means maybe they didn't get them all.
That was the butt entry. Here's one you're gonna get right away because of the way they explain it, but I just want to use this one.
Mm-hmm.
Did the splits near a screwdriver? Which one was it though?
And I like a vagina.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's what's funny about these lists too, is that sometimes the explanation, which is a BS explanation,
Correct.
you don't do the splits and don't realize that there's a screwdriver on the floor right in the right position to enter.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No.
That just doesn't happen. Here's one: a AA battery.
That sounds like a butt thing.
No.
No?
That would be vagina. And here's the explanation. Has a AA battery in vagina, felt it come out while using a stimulator about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
2 weeks? They let it sit up there.
They got that on Wish.com, I bet.
Oh, I bet you that was Temu or something, right?
Flew out of there.
Yeah, exactly. Just not a really
Golly.
good, not a real good product at all. Here's one. Okay. Once again, here's the story that is so wrong. Patient states accidentally sat on cone-shaped toy in the shower.
So in the butt,
Yes, that is in the butt.
a cone-shaped toy.
Yes. Accidentally in the shower. Because who among us hasn't had a cone-shaped toy in the shower and then thought, I'm going to go ahead and accidentally sit on this?
Yeah. I've never sat down in the shower.
Yeah, what are you
That's
doing?
never come up.
What are you doing? That shouldn't come up. 3 cell phones.
Good God. I hope it's, I'm going to say vagina just because of the room. In the butt?
Yeah, three cell phones in the butt. A crayon.
Crayon in the penis.
Correct. Crayon. By the way, great band. Have you heard the new album
Crayon
from
in the penis? Yeah.
Fantastic
Yeah,
band.
it's an indie band.
We also have a light bulb. Where was the light bulb?
Light bulb. This has happened before, and it's usually in the butt.
No, this one from the vagina.
In the vagina.
Christmas ornament.
Butt. I'm just going to keep saying butt.
Correct. That would be a butt. Zucchini.
Zucchini goes in the vagina.
Butt.
In the butt.
Yeah, zucchini in the butt. Another great band.
That was a dance people used to do in the 70s, the zucchini in the butt.
It was a great one. Glove and sponges.
Oh, God. Vagina?
Yes.
Okay.
An ice cream parlor playset.
Some kids' toys they were doing something with?
An ice cream parlor playset.
Oh, that sounds like a butt thing.
No, that was a vagina thing.
Okay.
Here's one, and you would know it already because when I say it, that was stuck up there for 6 days. Vibrator.
In a vagina.
Yeah. For 6 days.
So something, I mean,
What
this,
are you
this
doing?
really fascinates me. And not that I want to seek it out or anything, but at some point, people just think, I can put things in there.
Correct.
I mean, and I get a vibrator. It's made for that.
Right.
If you buy them from like a reputable vibrator store.
Fruit roll up.
Oh, no.
Where did the fruit roll up go?
Oh, that sounds in the butt.
Fruit roll.
Roll up in the butt?
Why would you put a fruit roll up in the butt?
Did they take the wax paper off? Does it
I
say?
would. It doesn't get into
Because otherwise, you
specifics.
just kind of. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it doesn't get into the specifics of that. Plastic spork.
Oh, ouch. Vagina?
Penis.
Penis?
Why would you do that? Here. Oh, no, not even going to read that one.
Okay, good.
Not even going to read that one because it makes me gross. All right, I'm trying to find a couple of more here. A rolling pin.
Rolling pin in the butt.
Yes, rolling pin goes in the butt. Let's see here. Shaving cream bottle.
Oh, my God. Vagina?
No.
Butt?
Here's one. Inserted some anal beads into rectum Thursday, fell asleep, and noticed today that they were not where she had left them. How do you go to sleep with those in there?
That sounds like a mistake.
Right.
Wait,
that's what I'm saying.
so he put them in and then...
No, inserted some anal beads into rectum Thursday.
Okay.
Fell asleep, noticed today they were not where she had left them.
Oh.
So inserted them, said, you know what? Anal beads are in pretty tight, pretty good. I'm going to go take a nap.
Right.
Woke up. Uh-oh.
And they weren't there anymore.
Anal beads aren't where I thought they were.
Oh. So where did they go?
That's why they went to the doctor.
Oh. Where'd they find them?
It doesn't say. All it says is that was the explanation. I assume they found, because they're on this list, I assume they found them in the rectum.
Well,
But,
yeah.
but let that be if you learn nothing else from the Mike and Molson Too Good for Radio podcast, don't take a nap with your anal beads in.
Well, no. I mean, I think it says it right there on the label.
Right, exactly. Here's we're not going to get better than this. States he stuck a pen in butt to scratch an itch, and it went up his butt. First off,
Scratch an itch.
First off, wash your ass better so you don't have the. But inevitably, you may get an itchy butt. What are you doing shoving a pen in there to scratch it?
Yeah, I mean,
Because you immediately have to throw that pen away.
but that's you don't get itchy there.
That far
Deep
up.
inside? No.
Deep, you shouldn't.
I don't think
you
so.
You shouldn't get deep inside itchy butt, and then you sure as hell shouldn't use the pen and then be like, whoops.
So the whole pen or the cap fell off, or what happened? Does it say?
He said he stuck a pen in butt to scratch, and it went up his butt.
Yeah.
How far up did it go?
Right. That's what I mean. For it to have like ingested itself.
Yeah.
Did he sneeze and it just went the other way?
Exactly. That I don't know. Here's one. Presents with a butt plug stuck in her rectum. Reports she was using it and got up quickly to answer the door. Don't you just not answer the door if that is in play?
That's true. Right. I'm
that's
sorry,
what I'm
I can't come to the door. There's something in my butt.
Yeah, that's not something you would want to do.
Oh, man.
States that earlier this afternoon he was trying to be funny and shoved a plastic bottle up there.
In a vagina?
No.
And also in the butt. These are all butts.
These are all butt stories, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but butt stories. Here's the final one. We will end it. She swallowed a quarter, and also she believes she has a retained condom in her vagina from intercourse yesterday.
Wow.
She went in for the quarter and said, "Oh, by the way, Doc."
Yeah, while you're looking around.
While you're looking around here, check out down there because I think there's still one up there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't understand why we're putting things in places.
We should.
There's really one place where things go in. Other than that, everything's an exit.
Well, especially the butt one.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That should not be. No, that's exit only.
Good
no,
grief.
No, thank you on that one. By the way.
And somebody was the first person to do that somewhere in time. There's a date on the calendar where somebody thought, let's try this one.
Let's do. Out of all the excuses, which one do you think was the most ridiculous?
Oh, I mean, none of them are legit. That's the thing.
Right, exactly. None of them were legit. I think
unless maybe the cheap vibrator flying apart.
Yes, but the person who said accidentally sat on the cone-shaped toy in the shower.
Yeah.
No one you don't accidentally sit on anything.
You know, there's that old saying of, never lie to your doctor or your lawyer because they need to know the details.
Correct. Yes.
And if you make something up, you're just making it difficult for yourself. I mean, doctors know people are idiots.
Correct.
That's the first thing they teach you in doctor school.
Yeah.
People are idiots.
People are.
Boy, are you going to see some stuff when you graduate.
Exactly. I'm surprised nowhere in all of these, by the way, was a bottle of Nugenics.
Yeah.
Big Hurt, you got some work to do in 2024.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like a woman taking it too seriously. Like, he said, I'll like this too. And then does that.
Ma'am, it's not a suppository.
Yeah.